Hello all my crafty friends. I am Christina Marie. On Instagram you can find me as Mom to 10 Kids, and here on YouTube and on Facebook you can find me as Christina Holloman, just like that right there. Anyways, every Friday night at 6:10 p.m. Central Time I watch Craft Roulette here on YouTube. And well, what is Craft Roulette, you ask? Craft Roulette is a live weekly paper crafting video show hosted by Mary Gun Fun that challenges crafters to create projects based on four random parameters. Project, colors, element, and random. This week's parameters are A9, florist shop colors, the element was birthday, and the random was something from Mesk. What do you say is a Mesk, you ask? Well, a Mesk is your messy desk. And yes, I definitely have a messy desk, and I definitely have something I can use from it. But let's get back to that A9. Last Saturday, I was one of the instructors in the first ever Broke Bank Craft Along. And in my video, I taught how to make the inside out easel card. Oh, let's see, where did I do with my paper? There it is. And the inside out easel card. And I included a free PDF, this is it right here, that had many sizes, but it did not include the A9. Because if you don't know, the A9 is a very large card. It's basically a piece of 8.5 by 11 folded in half. Yes, it's huge. Anyways, I decided that for this video and for my Craft Roulette submission for this week, I'm going to make an inside out easel A9 card. So let's get started. First off, since the A9 is basically this folded in half, just the regular card is going to be one whole sheet. And since this is an inside out easel card, we are actually going to need 2 full sheets to make this card. Let's go ahead and get started on scoring it. The first score is very easy. Just the traditional mark right at the 5.5 to fold this in half. And there we go. So, easy peasy. Now, if you just wanted to make a regular A9 card, there you go. You just did it. Haha. But we are going to make an inside out easel card. So, we are going to need to score this piece. But first, I think we do need to cut it. Yes, I have a little prototype here that I made. And I basically, I use temporary tape, but so this is that, and then this is the piece that we're going to be cutting right here, and this says we need to cut it at 8.5 by 7, or we can just cut off 4 inches if that's easier, if you have an 11-inch piece of cardstock, which we do. So we're just going to cut off 4 inches. And save that piece because I'm going to use it for the, I'm going to do another pillar stopper. So I'm going to save that for that. And let's see. Okay, so for this, we are going to score this at, on the 7-inch side, at a 1/2 inch. Which is what we've done with all the other easel cards. But because we have to construct this one a little bit differently, we're also going to score it at 1 inch and at 1.5. And these two scores right here, the second and the third, are going to create the pop-up for the base for the inside out part. Anyways, and this first tab is going to be where we're going to attach it to this. Which I think we're going to do right now. So I have to always look at this because I have to try to remember which way I want it to be. Okay, so I want to put this down here like that. Okay, I got it in my head now. So what I want to do is I want to fold this first score line here. Get that nice and fold it down. And what I want to do is, using my scoreboard, I'm just going to take this piece with it folded like that, and I'm going to, is that correct or am I incorrect? Okay, it's going to go this way. Yeah, okay, so we want the fold part, this like a mountain, and this we're just going to lay down in here. Right. Okay, that's correct. So now that I got that oriented that direction, and I don't fold these two yet because it's easier for me to line this up and keep it straight when I haven't folded those yet. So that's, but I mean, you do you. If you want to fold it, if you have a different, easier way of folding it, assembling these two pieces, this is just how I do it. It's not the only way you can do it, but it's how I do it. So I just basically shove everything up into the side of my scoreboard and up into the top there, and just, you know, there we go. And now I have this, but you can see that that doesn't fold right. Well, that's because we still need to fold this part. So now I'm going to do that. And remember, these are going to have to be folded both directions. So I just go ahead and do that. And I have already pre-cut and colored and all of the elements and everything. The main part of this video is just simply to show you what I just did, was, you know, the how to assemble this large piece so that we can make it an inside out easel card. So now on the other versions, these were the two parts that we were putting together, and this is where we were going to glue. So on this piece, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to glue, but make sure I'm gluing it on the right side, because see, I was not gluing that on the right side. Good thing I checked. So we want to pop it up this way. So here's where we glued this part on. This is folding like this, and we want to glue this like this, so that when we bring it down here, it's glued like this and it pops up here, and then we can fold that back over like that. So the main thing you want to remember is wherever we glued this, this is shaped like this, and we're going to glue here so it pops up on the other side. Okay. I'm very glad that I did a little sample piece so that I can reference it, because man, trying to figure this out sometimes was challenging to my brain. So okay, so we're just gonna press that down, get that all nice and glued there. And so now we have the basic construction of the inside out easel card in the huge, mountainous, my gigantic A9 version. So I'm probably going to make a stopper using this leftover piece, and I like to maximize it, and so I'm going to score it kind of at weird measurements, but I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. Let's see here. I'm going to score it at 7/8 of an inch. Excuse me. So let's see, 7/8 of an inch. and then 1 3/4, and then 2 5/8, so 2 1/2, 2 5/8, and then lastly at 3 1/2. So let's go over those one more time, because this cardstock I'm using is very thick. Not sure where I got it. I just pulled it out of my pile, and I have no idea where. I think this is actually, I think this actually might be some Stampin' Up! Cardstock but I bought it at the, my thrift shop, my local thrift shop. So I don't really know what it is, because it just came in a pack, you know, and I get all kinds of great deals there. So on this one, when we maximize this, because I wanted it a little bit bigger than 3/4, because I wanted to put these on it. I wanted to decorate it like that. So I wanted it a little bit bigger, because those are 3/4. So we're going to have these all are 7/8, and then this one right here is smaller. So that's going to be where we're going to put the glue and then fold this over on this middle score line here, the second one, and make our box. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we're going to start putting together the panels and assembling the card. Okay. All right. So while I have that out, I'm going to go ahead and put these down right now too. Let's see. I want to keep the order. Which one do I want on the front? I think I wanted this one on the front. Yeah. I've gone back and forth about which one I want on the front. Get some water. Okay. Oh, wonder what that was. Oops. I just realized I am probably not on screen as much as I should be. Let's go ahead and get my scoreboard out of the way. That will probably help me keep in line to where I'm supposed to be. Okay, I just said we want this one here, then oh no, I've got them out of order. Tishikin. Okay, we're going to put this one in the front, this one on the top, and then this one in the back side. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just what it is. So, this paper, I really, oh, that was the other thing I forgot about this paper. This paper was, I thought the paper pad was bigger than it actually was. It was a 6x8 paper pad. It came from this Parklane. Yeah, and it was 6x8. I thought it was 5.5 by 8.5, like a half sheet, but half an inch bigger on one side. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and just make my stopper a little bit shorter. So I mean, you could just even it out and stuff, but I decided the stopper doesn't need to be the whole width. So we're just going to adapt that way. And I'll chop it off when I get this glued down. And you'll see what I'm saying as soon as I get done putting this piece down and start assembling the card. And I've already pretty much laid out, and I know where I want to put everything that I am going to put on this card. And most everything came from a Spellbinders club thing thing from last year. It was actually my favorite club that they did all of last year. So let's see here. We're going to cut that. Just, there we go. Just going to cut a little, well, let's cut a little smidge more off. Because we want it to be, there we go. Okay, so now we got that made. We can just start assembling the panels. So what I have done here is I have a couple of panels here, and I'm going to put, let's get this first one figured out where I'm going to put this one. So this one right here is going to go on the base. So this is the base down here. So so it's going to fit here, and then this will fit here, and then this will fit on top. My easel part will fit on top. And so I'm just going to put that like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that glued down. And this is one time where I might actually consider pulling out my tape gun, which I don't use very often. Because I just really prefer Fairly Arts glue. But yeah, this is a lot of surface area. So just going to center that on there. And then I'm going to put, this is going to be on the front here for when we pop it out. So this is where I've decided that I want right here, and this is going to be even more fun to tape, to glue, but we're going to do it because we are not afraid. We are not afraid of A9. A9 gives you lots of room to be creative. Like, this is like the master's canvas. You have so much room. It's like in all those little tiny A2 sized cards, you're like, oh, I can't fit all of this on here. Well, you can. You can fit it all on an A9. Definitely fit it all on an A9. And I want to keep the blue on the bottom part. And I will show you what I did to make this panel in just a second, as soon as I get it mostly lined up. Okay, to make this panel, I got this set of Cosmic Watercolor set from Vicky Boutin. I don't remember what craft store I bought it at, but actually I think I got this at Joann's when they were going out of business. I think, but I'm not 100%. I think it is. But it's a really cute little paint set. It has the water pen, which this one doesn't have any in it because I used it in the other. I have another one too. And then it has just the watercolor, which I have the press and seal over it right now. And you just, get them wet and watercolor. And so I just did really dark. I started here, then I did another layer and moved up a little, did another layer, moved up more until I just kind of got the whole thing covered, but the bottom was more covered than the top. And then after that, like shortly before it was dry, I pulled out, so these are all of the, let's see, I pulled out this embossing folder. It's called Summertime Waves from Spellbinders, and it was from the club month, the embossing folder of the month of June of 24. So that was actually 2 years ago. I thought it was just 1 year ago. Okay, so this one was 2 years ago. So that's what I did there. And this one is this one, Nautical Knots, and this one was 1 year ago. This one was June of 25. This is 3D embossing folder, and it makes these nice little knots. So those are those two. And then you're going to see very soon. I didn't use this one. I probably am going to use it, but I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it. Probably for the back or something, because I don't have all the panels cut yet. But this is called Mariner's Weave, and this was also from June of 25. And I really like that. It looks like, what does it look like here? It kind of looks like a knitted sweater, like a cable sweater. And then we're going to use the Spellbinders Large Die of the Month from June of 25, which makes this cute little lighthouse and mountains and clouds and little island. I liked that very much. And this one is probably one of my favorites. Also June of 25, Small Die of the Month. It has this cute little walrus captain, which you're going to see. We're going to see all of these in just a second because I've done that. And the little sailboat. And also from June of 25, this is the stitching die, and it makes a little steering wheel. Yeah, whatever those things are called. And cute little bird. I did not stitch mine, which you don't have to. And then this is the Stampin' Die of the Month, which is mostly just sentiments for this one. And I did use a sentiment off of this one. I'm trying to remember which one I used. I don't remember. Maybe we'll find... Well, you know what? Maybe I haven't done this one yet. Okay, so anyways, I know that this one is going to go on the front. And yesterday, I don't know what happened, but something spilled on it. Yesterday, I have no idea what it spilled on it there, but it's okay because I'm already putting something there. I know what I'm going to put there, and we're just going to get started on this right here anyways. So I'm going to put this little birthday cake right there, and it will mostly cover it, and I'm okay with that. This, by the way, I needed to make 2 birthday cards for this week because my dad's birthday is 2 days after Mother's Day, and my brother's birthday is the following week. My brother Joe. I have lots of brothers, but this is my oldest brother. And his birthday is coming up, and happy birthday, Joe. Anyways, I don't know if this is going to be your card or if this is going to be Dad's card. You're going to have to find out. Okay, let's go ahead and put this down on this side here. And I was originally going to put this on the back, but then I realized I didn't like any of the other panels that I had cut out for the front. And I thought this looked good with what I'm going to end up doing. Oh my gosh. The A9 is so large and in charge. Oh my goodness. Just trying to get the high points here for this embossing folder. So if anybody wants to know, my little glue keeper thing here that you've seen me pop my glue in is just a thrift shop find. I love to use thrift shop finds for my tools, and it's just like a shot glass with a little stand. It's so cool. I just loved it. So I'm just going to put this. Okay, I guess this is going to be for him. Happy birthday, brother. Because I did do brother instead of dad. I should do dad because my dad's birthday is first. But do I want to pop this up? I'm not sure that I want to do that. Let's see. No, I don't want to. Well, yeah, actually, I do. We're going to grab some foam tape and see if we can make this stand up a little bit. And then I don't know why I'm cutting it all weird and like that, but we're just gonna fit it in here somehow. And oh, this foam tape, it's actually picture backing tape or something like that. I got it for 25 cents. It was on a clearance at Michael's. And yeah, I got it for 25 cents. So I bought like 10 of them or more. I don't remember how much I bought. That is too big. I don't know if I can fit this on here, but we're going to try. Okay. Stay there. And it just functions like regular phone tape, so, you know, I figured, why not? Okay. And now we're going to cover up that little boo-boo there and just pretend that it never happened. Yeah. And I'm going to... Okay. That's about where I want to put everything. So probably should have put this up instead. It would have been easier to put these up, but so I have this very heavy weight that I use when I want to weigh something down. And these panels were actually, they were a SPELLBINDERS better press plates. I'm not sure that I actually have them right here next to me. What did I do with those? I don't know what I did with them, but they were more recent. They were a more recent club, and there was just a bunch of, and I actually didn't use the die that came with it. I used a different banner die to cut it out. Let's see here. Oops, just lost my pen. Okay, so yesterday my girlfriend and I went on a very long drive. We started off at about 10 in the morning, and we just drove around Texas, all around Texas, looking at wildflowers, eating at the Homestead Cafe, and just having a good old gal pal day. It was a lot of fun. Just, even though the weather was, it started off raining in the morning. Okay, so now we got that. So we got the front of the card done, the base of the card almost done. I haven't put this on yet, but we'll do that in a little bit. So now comes the fun part. What makes this a super fancy card. We're going to put these elements up here, and I think I'm going to put these two here and this down here. And oh, my little flag got bent, and I'm trying to remember, I think I wanted to put, I'm going to put this over here. This is from my Mesk, this stamp right here. So I have had, by the way, so on this episode of Craft Roulette, it was episode 317, and the guest crafter was Christina Werner, who, I just love her first name. I mean, it's so cool. Anyways, I have had her birthday celebrate stamps sitting here on my desk for probably, well, since it came out. I don't know how long ago that was. I mean, I'm going to say 6 months, but honestly, it was probably longer than that because it's been sitting here for a while. I've used it a couple of times, but I did want to use this one right here for either this one or this one. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to use for my brother, but I knew that I wanted to use them. And I'm really sad because I've lost one of the candles. I don't know how, or I don't know where it just disappeared, but fortunately it's just one of the kind of the plain candles and not one of the fancy ones. But anyways, this is by Christina Werner with Concord and Ninth, called Celebrate Stamps. This is also from her, and this is sparkle wave dies. I thought those were really cool too. But so these have been sitting here waiting to be used to make my brother's card or my dad's card. And so it's from my Mesk. And let's see. No, I think I'm going to put decisions. I've got to make these decisions. So we put that there. Put a little cloud down here. And do I like that or do I like this better? Let me know in the comments which way. I think I'm going to go with this way. Let me know in the comments which way you liked it better. The first way I had it or this way. I think I'm going to do it this way. All right. So sometimes I will put a panel up here. This time I think I'm going to not do that. I'm just going to make sure that it's not extending the borders here. And we're just going to put some glue on the bottom of this, on the bottom of that, bottom of that, bottom of that, and place this right there. And we gotta move it over a little bit. Place that right there. Actually, I probably could have put a little bit more glue on it than I did. Let's just put a little bit more glue on it because we definitely want this to stick. Okay. And isn't this guy so cute? Yeah, he just, you know, he's just die cuts. And then I put a little bit of pink on his cheeks and did some white highlights. But, yeah, he's so adorable. I just think he's the cutest. Okay, and we're just going to place you right over here. And always make sure that he's not going to go up higher than that, which I knew that these guys were not nearly that tall, which it would be kind of hard for it to stand up with that being that tall. And now we're just going to glue these down. And these ones I don't want to, I don't want them sticking up because they do have to fold in together. So pretty much going to glue flat everything here. Gotta put some love on it all the time. Okay. We're going to put you down right there. I suppose the cloud should have been over the mountain, but whatever. It's a faraway cloud. Okay. Glue down. Glue down. Where's my... What did I do with it? Oh, I lost it. Oh, there it is. Here, I'm just going to put you here while I do the rest of this. And, man, I just filled this glue up right before this video. That is funny. Okay. Push that there. And For the ink, I used my Simon Hurley Midnight Snack for this ink color on here. I love that color. It's like one of my favorite colors. It's really close to indigo, which is my favorite color. But yeah, I'm feeling that cake on the other side of this right there, which won't make a difference when it's being displayed and all that, but for pressing down right now, I was going, oh, I feel that. This is kind of delicate. I didn't realize how delicate that is. Okay, so this is basically, now we've got this, and this is what it's going to look like when it's kind of standing up. It's going to look like that. I don't know how much of that you can see, but hopefully enough of it. And now I just need to decide, do I want that in front or that in front? I think I like the blue in the front, the little bit bigger blue in the front. I don't know. Let's try it one more time. No, I like the peach, which is kind of weird because it's definitely not one of my favorite colors. But anyways, this, you can put this, I should have showed it to you before, but you don't have to put it here on the end. You can put it anywhere here. As this gets bigger, it's going to get a little bit less stable the further, and it's going to want to fall back. So you do want to probably keep this closer to the front. So, and this I'm just going to kind of line up here, and I might actually get my ruler, one of my rulers out to make sure I kind of get it straightish. It's not, I got my short ruler. I should have got my other ruler. It's a little bit longer. Okay, I'm just going to do that. So, got glue on my fingers. It's coming off. Okay, so there we go. I think this is pretty much my card put together. I will at a later time, probably using the third embossing folder. I'm probably going to put a panel back here with a card. I'm going to actually put another card on the back here so I can write in it for him. And you could also put it on the inside here if you wanted to, because then he can read it, you know. The only thing is that you will have to deal with this little seam right here. I don't know what's going on there. But, yeah. And so, as a reminder, how this folds up. So, this is how it's displayed. It's like this. You could also use just a sentiment bar here if you didn't want to use a pillar. You could also do a much smaller pillar. I just wanted to use all of it. So to fold it up, you're gonna pick this up, fold down, and for this one you can do it either direction, and then you're gonna pull this forward, fold it down like that, and there you go. That's it. That's the inside out easel card. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to help me build my just starting channel. If you're interested in seeing what Craft Roulette is all about, check out their channel, Craft Roulette, here on YouTube, or even better, their web page, because they've got so much more information on their web page at craftroulette.live. And as always, I hope you get a chance to do something creative today. Remember, it's good for your health and well-being. Share, craft and share. Y'all are the best. Have a great day. Ta-ta for now.